Welcome to the Business Advice Podcast, where we discuss marketing, money, and other matters with businessmen around Australia.
All right, so welcome to another episode of the Business Advice Podcast. Today we have someone, I think it's the youngest guest ever. So his name is Matheus. I think he tried to teach me to pronounce it correctly, but I suck at that. So we will have to butcher it for the rest of this episode. Close enough for now. But he is 29 years old, Brazilian. Came to Australia in 2020, so only 4 years ago, similar time as me, with the plan of working as a civil engineer. But with COVID, everything changed, and he somehow started his own online business in October of 2020. And so far, he has made, drum roll, nearly $10 million in sales. That's right, nearly $10 million within 4 years. I don't know about you, but I haven't met many 29-year-olds with that sort of credentials. So we're very excited to have him here. I'm sure we can learn so much from him. Thank you for coming, Matheus.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy to be able to share my experience and know all the challenges and hopefully be able to inspire uh, everyone who is watching this podcast.
Yeah, for sure. There are so many young men in the group that I think they can barely imagine making $10,000, let alone 10 million. So you are going to be such an inspiration. But also, we're going to explore some challenges along the way, as we do, because it's not an easy path. But let's start at the beginning. Where in Brazil were you born, Matheus?
I was born in a city called Fortaleza. It looks like Gold Coast, like
Oh, nice.
a city on the beach with a lot of buildings, and yeah, it's kind of like a Gold Coast, Fortaleza in
Right,
northeast.
right. Okay. And were you a beach kind of boy, water?
Yeah, I am. That's why I'm happy that I moved from Melbourne to Perth. I feel more like home now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Melbourne is a bit too landlocked for you, right?
Yeah. Also like though the beaches are not very. We don't see waves in Melbourne. It's like a huge bay.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. So, where do you go to school in Brazil?
So school, I change a lot. Just keep jumping different schools many times. But high school, I studied 2 years in religious high school, call it school. In the last one was uh, one of the best schools, but my parents could not afford, but they tried to pay and they could luckily to pay, and I was able to go to a public university that in Brazil is free. We don't pay any fee, but there are not many. Only few universities are public and free, so you have to be kind of smart, no, to be able to study in a public university.
Okay, so public university, how was the education over there? Do you think it's very different from Australia? Not that you've experienced the Australian system much.
Yeah, yes, I know that the difference is like in Brazil is too much theory, too much
Right.
assignments, too much theory. When I think here is more like practical, more like focus on job market, actual
Mm,
real life experience, and that's a
right.
negative point of Brazilian universities. Like it's too much, yeah, you don't see much real life um, activities in university.
Okay. And are you more of a hands-on learner yourself? You prefer being experiential in the way you learn?
Yeah, I think I prefer when I can read something and practice at the same time. instead of just reading. I need like a balance, like study a little bit and then practice a little bit, and I think I can memorize more the knowledge. I actually
Okay,
learn
okay.
something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of founders learn a similar way. Don't know many who are just conceptual and then they figure something out and then because entrepreneurship is such a hands-on thing innately. And so for yourself, as you move, what gave you the idea to move here?
Yeah, so I always wanted to live overseas. Initially I wanted to live in France, and then I learned French a little bit, and then the French teachers, they went to Brazil, interview us. So I have been interviewed by the French team, but then I don't think I was mentally ready to move overseas, and probably they realized that. Even though I had
Okay.
the good grades and everything else, but in the last stage of the selection, I have not been chosen to study in France. And
Okay.
so I gave up the French plan, and then I was like, okay, when I finish university, I wanted to study civil. I want to work as engineer somewhere, and I have a friend here in Melbourne, so he said, "Oh, come to
Okay.
Melbourne."
Gotcha. Okay. So having that friend really impacted your decision?
Yeah, 100%. Because I was thinking between Canada or Australia, and he said, "Come to Australia."
Okay, because you didn't have a friend in Canada.
Yeah, no.
Okay, gotcha,
And
gotcha. So it was that simple.
he was
Okay,
he was in Melbourne.
okay, gotcha. Okay, so moving here, what was the adjustment like?
Adjustment. First, I came 1 month before COVID. So imagine coming to another country with $3,000 in your pocket and no
Right.
family, no, like you don't have a family. Like, oh, if something happens, you just can sleep there. No
Yeah.
backup, no parents to support me. My mom,
Yeah.
her business bankrupted, and so I was here by myself with $3,000, and COVID happened,
Wow.
and I had to survive or go back. So basically, I
Okay,
had to do
yeah.
whatever
There's
I had
only
to
two
do.
options, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
my first actual job here, that's funny. You know Adrian Portelli? I worked for him. My first job ever.
Oh,
I worked for him in I was like ripping the tiles of a house. I think he was renovating a house. And he was at the time very skinny, and he doesn't remember me, of course, but like I didn't know it was him till like 3 months ago. I was looking at his photo. I was like, wait, actually, I worked for him, but one day
wait,
only.
so
One day.
so
My
for
first
the
job ever.
listeners who don't know who he is, who is Adrian?
I know who he is now, but at the time, I didn't know. So I worked for him 8 hours ripping tiles with a hammer drill,
Right.
like removing the tiles of a house
Yeah.
for 8 hours. My
Adam,
hammer
who,
at the end,
yeah. Who
uh,
is this person you're talking about?
the guy from LMCT, the Mr. Lambo. You don't know?
Oh,
Who are we talking about?
I,
Adrian.
I, I thought you said Andre Bocelli.
Yeah, yeah. That's him.
Oh, Andrea
The
Bocelli.
the bl- the
Yeah,
blind singer?
the guy
Is
from
that who we're talking about?
the guy from the block, the Mr. Lambo, the guy
Oh,
from the
I'm
giveaway.
thinking of someone else.
Oh no, yeah, yeah. I was like, I missed the name. Also, okay, it's someone from the block. He's an actor or a celebrity or
No, it's the guy from the giveaways. He has giveaways of Lambo cars,
okay,
house.
okay,
So it was my first.
okay, gotcha. So
Anyways,
you were
like I
doing
had to back.
roofing for him. Yeah.
No, I was doing all kind of jobs, like
Okay.
delivering food in a bike, working as a laborer in construction,
Yeah.
moving furniture. moving furniture, loading old trucks,
Yeah.
all kind of jobs. So
And
was
and
like
how long did you do all those things before you decided to change things up?
7 months.
7 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So you tried to grind it out, but it wasn't working, I'm guessing?
No, I could not save any money. Like
Mm.
the money in the beginning of the month and at the end of the month was always the same. I could only pay the bills and
Okay.
the rent.
Yeah, yeah. So paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So then what did you do?
So I was like, luckily I could get a job at the in a company working for the council. So I
Hmm.
could start 6:30 and finish 2:30. And then I was like,
Okay.
okay, now I have this stable money coming every week, and I have
Hmm.
free time from 3 in the afternoon till 11 and 12.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I have to do something productive with my time. I have to
Mm.
do something instead of, I don't know, I can't even go out now because of COVID lockdown, October
Oh, right. It was
2000,
locked down. Yeah.
October 2020. So I could not go out.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
had to do something with my time. And then I was thinking maybe I can try e-commerce
Why? What made you think of e-commerce?
because first I started with drop shipping, so I don't have to buy stock. Uh,
Right. Sorry.
it's-
Matheus, what gave you the idea? Like, why e-commerce? You could have done anything. Was there someone, like a friend, who told you about it, or you read it online or somewhere?
yeah, I had a friend tell me about it, and also I already followed some people on Instagram that used to talk about it all the time.
Okay.
So I
Right.
followed people on Instagram, and I was
Right.
like, I was thinking like, this must be true. Of course, they are not scammers. Of course, like
Mm.
if they say they make money, why is everyone lying? Of course, not. It's not a lie. So
Right.
I just trusted them, and I was like, okay, if they can do
Right.
it, I can do it as well.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. And then you just decided to start with shipping because you didn't need like physical inventory, right?
Yeah, low risk
Mm.
apparently, low risk and easy entry, like easy
Hmm.
to begin.
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
was your first product?
First product, I lost money, was a back stretcher. So
Back scratcher. Okay.
back stretcher, yeah, that's something that you lay on it and you stretch your back.
Yeah.
And the only
Oh,
reason
back
why
stretcher.
back stretcher,
Okay.
for the back, and
Okay, gotcha.
the only reason why I tried this one because a friend of mine in Brazil said, "Oh, you should try this product," and then he told me,
Right.
"You should copy the competitor." And it was a mistake
Mm,
to do what
yeah.
he told me to do because I got banned.
Right. You got banned.
I got banned on Facebook because I was copying a competitor. So I don't
Oh, okay.
recommend
I didn't even know
anyone.
that happens. Okay.
Yeah, I don't recommend anyone if someone's gonna start, don't copy a competitor because you
Good
can get
tip.
banned.
Yeah.
And this happened to me. I got
Yeah.
banned,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I even got some orders, but I was losing money at the end of the day,
Right.
spending a lot of
Right.
ads and not having enough revenue to cover the expense.
Right. Okay. So you had to design your website. You had to design your own ads, and then you had to spend money on the ads as well, right?
Yeah,
Okay. But then you were losing money and time in the beginning in that first product.
yes, I was losing money, and I think I lost between 1,500 and 2,000. So all my
Oh,
money in the
wow.
beginning, all my money
Oh,
on the beginning
wow.
before I started was 4,000, all I had,
Right.
and then I think I lost.
And then almost more than half.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Why didn't you give up at that point? That sounds like a big loss.
Okay, that's a good point, and that's a good question actually. Why I didn't give up? Because I was like, okay, I can sell. I can actually get
Mm,
orders. I can actually get people to go to my
right.
website, put their credit card details, and pay.
Right.
So I think
Right.
that for me was already a big achievement.
For sure. Yeah.
No, having people to
That's some validation, right?
exactly trust me. So I was like, okay, some people are already spending on my website. So I believe there are some details I can change and
Hmm.
increase this conversion rate.
Right.
If I
Without
can
getting
just
banned.
increase, yeah. not
Mhm.
copying
Yeah.
any competitor, just try to be
Yeah.
original.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
So then did you shift your focus then? How did you pivot from that first failure?
first I changed three things. First, the product. I think one day I was scrolling on Facebook, Instagram, and I saw an ad of massage guns. And for me, that was something new. So I was
Right,
thinking, oh, maybe
massage
there's
guns.
some, in
Yeah.
2020.
And this was before it became really popular because now even Aldi and everywhere you can buy it.
Yeah, now you can find a JPI-5, having them everywhere, Kmart,
Yeah.
for very cheap. But in
Yeah.
2020, it was something new. And I started selling it on Facebook ads, Facebook,
Hmm.
Instagram. When I say Facebook, I mean both.
Yeah.
And I was selling, but still at loss, still losing money.
Right.
So I did another thing was to make my website look more reliable, make it more
Oh,
clean,
okay.
more minimalist, more
Right.
more professional. So I was always looking
Right.
at competitors and thinking how I can make my website look better than this website.
Right. At
Always
least not to look scammy or look like a drop shipping website. Some websites are very obviously drop shipping.
exactly. That's what
Okay.
I was doing.
Right.
And
Awesome.
a third thing I did was to try Google Ads because
Okay.
in 2020 there was this update of iOS.
Hmm.
So Apple don't let users get tracked easily. Like
Mm.
advertisers can't track Apple users
Yeah.
easily. So this was something new in 2020,
Hmm.
and then many people stopped using Facebook and went and started using Google Ads in
Right.
2020 because of this update. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna try Google Ads. I set up the campaign, didn't work, didn't spend anything, any dollar. When I woke up, there was an order
Oh, wow. Overnight.
from Google.
Yeah.
And I was like, where this order came from? Because I posted my Facebook ads because I was losing money on Facebook.
Mm. Mm.
And then I realized, oh, it came from Google.
Okay. So there's your validation is like then you know that works.
And then I was like, okay, now I'm making profit because on Google was much cheaper, the conversion, the cost per
Okay, right.
conversion. And then I was like, now it's profitable. When I changed
Hmm.
from Facebook and Instagram ads to Google ads. So the
Okay.
product, a trending product, I was one of the first people selling in Australia.
Hmm.
The website more reliable, looks more professional, and Google ads.
Right. Okay. That's awesome. Those are three key pillars of dropshipping, right? But then you manage to find and then to evaluate and then to execute along the way. And so it evolved into a system that works for you. So what do you think sets you apart from the competition though? There's probably like 10,000 drop shippers that I know and and I haven't heard any of them as successful as you. So what
Okay.
sets you apart?
So I never stopped trying to make my website look reliable and trustworthy that people could trust. So for a long time, for over 3 years, I had a phone service that not many e-commerce companies have. most
Mm.
e-commerce companies, they only have email. If you
Yeah,
want to contact
yeah.
the customer service. I was offering phone service. So
Right.
if they call, there was an Australian girl, native speaker with Australian accent that could talk to customers. Because many people just call to ask,
Okay.
hey, is this website legit? I just want to
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Many calls like this. And then they said, oh, yeah, okay,
Right.
okay, I trust now. And they
Because they
place
hear
an
local
order.
voice. Yeah. Wait, was that you pretending to be a girl? Like an Aussie girl,
No,
or was
I
it
was I was paying a company here that has this service.
Oh, nice. Amazing. Okay.
So I was doing this, and for over 3 years, now I don't have any more.
Mm.
I'm testing not having this because the service was too overloaded.
Right.
And
That's a lot of volume of calls.
yeah, long volume. And okay, so what made me different of other competitors, other dropshippers? Look more reliable and having more like a branding,
Mm.
focus on branding as well. Like
Okay.
having a brand identity, helps a
Right.
lot.
What is or what was or what is your brand identity?
Like for example, like color combination, with your niche, with your market. Um, I
Mm.
was so one of my stores are all like niche stores. Like they are
Mm.
not like general store that sell everything.
Right.
For example, I have health and wellness, so I only sell health and wellness products.
Ah,
I,
okay. Okay.
I try to be expert on that niche, so customers
Right.
they look at my brand and they okay, this brand, they are
And there's
expert
authority
on
there.
authority on this
Right.
area, this niche.
Right. Okay. That's great because I've seen a lot of drop shipping websites where they, as you said, sell everything. They try to do a shotgun approach just to catch a few sales here and there, but then what they give up is exactly that professionalism and that authority. It's like trusting that you know wellness, you know health products.
Yeah. Also, if you provide some content, like if you have a blog with content, shows that you, as you said, authority, like in that area,
Hmm.
in the field, and
Okay, so you have blog as well.
yeah,
Okay, okay. So you are a brand, not just a shop. Love that. So getting from that to, well, from making profit, from making profitable ads with a return to 10 million, that's a bit of a jump. Like, how did you get there? Was it organically you just like, oh, the sales are increasing, or were you like aiming for 10 mil or aiming for 1 mil in the beginning?
I didn't have like a goal, like a number, which is actually something
Hmm.
that I should have. Um, every month, every
Yeah, you
semester,
could have
every
gotten
year,
to 100 now, right?
I should have a goal. Like actually, it's better to make plans and break down the
Mm,
plan.
right.
So basically, like I did not rely on the massage gun. I realized that I could not rely on only one product.
Mm, right.
And I, instead of only growing vertically, I wanted to go horizontally. Like there are many ways of doing that, and like more products,
Mm,
more traffic source. I was 100% on Google, and I started using Facebook as well again, diversifying the income source, more
right.
products, more traffic source helped a lot to grow quickly.
Mm, right. Because essentially it's like doubling the exposure. So it's like
Yeah,
double the streams.
yeah, and more products. Like if you have, for example, 100 products and you make like 1,000 revenue each product, at the end of the month, it's like 100,000 revenue.
Mm,
And like if one product is not going well, you still have 99 products going well.
Right. Not all your
Because
eggs are in one basket.
yeah,
Okay. So when you start to diversify, did you use different strategies, or is it like the same strategy and you just replicate with a different product and then it works?
yeah, basically like um, trying advertising 2, 3 products in a week, and then sometimes only one is profitable. Sometimes all the
Okay.
3 are all profitable, and I keep selling them. The ones not profitable, I stop
Okay.
advertising.
Right. So you
And
actually test
then
the market demand with each product with ads.
yeah, with ads, always with ads. And then
Okay,
even
okay.
if I'm on break even on a product, I don't stop advertising.
Mm,
Like if I'm on break even, I don't stop because this customer might back in the future and shop more.
right, right.
In the second
So as
push, it's
long as
gonna
you
be like,
break even,
yeah, if I break even, that's okay because the same customer can come back and buy more in the future.
yeah,
In the second, the third push is gonna be like no ad spent with this customer.
right. All right, I get it. That's a very I'd say it's almost a brave thing to a brave way to test the demand because you're actually putting money into ads to test it. Whereas I think some safer or like more um yeah, less risk tolerant entrepreneurs would try to test it in a free way or just ask around and then see if there's demand and then before they wanted to put money into it. So you do
There's a
trust the ad process, right?
yeah. Also, one thing that I believe is like if other companies are advertising the same product, is because they are probably making profit. Otherwise, they would
Mm,
stop.
right.
So
That's true.
so I always have this in mind. I check if there are other companies advertising them.
Okay, that's smart. It seems like there's another lesson there in how you observe competitors, how you learn from them. You learn sometimes what they're doing. It gives you information on what you can do or what direction to go in, but you also don't copy them. You do something that sets you apart.
Yeah, I try to see the flaws,
Yeah,
where I can improve, and also like yeah, basically see what they're doing, what I think is like wrong, and make it better.
yeah. And then you test that, and then if it's profitable or breaks
Yeah,
even, then you've got a winner.
yeah.
Okay.
For example, like I even improved. For example, like one of my competitors, I mean, 2 of them, they were selling a pair of shoes during summer, especially last summer, not this one, like summer 2022, 23. And I came up with an idea of offering buy 2 get the third free,
Right.
and I beat them like easily because I was the only one offering this. So
So
that's in a way,
even in the packaging,
yeah,
same product but just different pricing package. Okay.
different offer. You can improve your offer,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
give an
Okay.
ebook for free or a gift or something. But this strategy
Oh,
of
that's
like
amazing.
of buy 2 get 3 was amazing.
Yeah.
Was really good. And also, I'm still the only one who has this
Oh, okay.
for
Okay.
this product that I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm saying.
Hmm. That's amazing. So now that you've reached 10 mil, do you have a next goal in terms of profit?
Profit or revenue?
That's revenue. It sounds more fun.
Double. I have to double.
Double?
However,
Hmm.
I wanna grow more horizontally with brands.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna always growing like instead of they have the same brands I have growing them vertically, I wanna grow more brands horizontally.
Hmm.
Like have more
Right.
niche, targeting more markets.
Right. That sounds pretty smart.
Like
Would you be using the same system that got you to 10 mil to double?
yeah, like I was focusing on health and wellness, now also baby and kids, and then next pets, and then next fashion, and then jewelry, and then like keep going like
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Would you say that, I mean, baby is, I mean, I'm assuming you're not a father yet. So it's sometimes I feel like, oh, do we have to know the target market in order to sell? But it sounds like you're just doing market research and then it's all data analysis and then you figure out what sells.
Yeah, definitely. I believe you don't have to sell what you like. You have to sell what people buy.
Okay. Right.
That's what I think. That's what I
Right.
do. Like I research what's in demand, high demand,
hmm
and try to offer what they want, the customers want.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So you're into baby products. Nah, just that's a joke. It is very high demand, so it's a great it's a great market.
It's an evergreen,
But
like
then that
always they being born. So
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. But then you're right, right? It's like the overlap between passion and profit. If you can find a niche that you love, but then it's a high demand product within that niche, then that'll be ideal. Because I think your passion comes through, and at least you're not making ads or like analyzing data for something that you have completely like no interest in.
I actually love the marketing of be able to build something today that's gonna bring me money
Mm,
for weeks or months. And
right.
I actually love the marketing side and the psychology of
Oh, okay.
persuading people, convincing them to purchase, to spend on my website.
Right, right. It's like consumer psychology. That is very fun.
Yeah.
Can I
Okay, okay.
ask,
Yeah.
did you do A/B testing as well?
Yes. With campaigns, yes.
And on the website for different versions of layout or design features, UX?
Yeah, sometimes like instead of sending the customer to a product page, sometimes I send to collection page. And I do this kind of test as well.
Okay. Where do
Cool.
you learn to do that? Do you just like watch videos online and then just do it yourself?
Um, mostly reading. I have books. So
Oh, wow. You read. Guys,
yeah,
reading is still a thing.
yeah. Because I think the people from the videos from the YouTube, they probably
Hmm.
learn from someone that learned from someone that learned from someone, and this someone learned from the book.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's exactly true. Yeah. So
So the
you're
book
going
is
to the source.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And that's amazing because there's not many people I know who, after they read something that's good in theory or even in practice, that they actually do it themselves and then they succeed in the same way. Like you literally, your knowledge became your success because you're able to implement it like to a T.
Yeah, but also like literally what I like to say, burning money with ads, like
Right.
playing with the ads and testing.
Mm,
And
yeah.
there were days I made a mistake and lost like $200 in 10 minutes because I
Wow.
pressed the wrong buttons in 10 minutes.
I would have a heart attack.
There were days that many
Wow.
times I just pressed the wrong buttons and okay, $200 went.
Yeah.
And then suddenly like 2,000 people on my website. I was like, how? In 10 minutes. And then because I create the wrong kind of campaign, very cheap, but spent quickly.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay. So you actually learn from a lot of mistakes as well.
yeah, for the mistakes, I think
Yeah.
mostly for the mistakes. And
What was the biggest one, if you don't mind sharing? What was the biggest thing that hit you?
oh, there's a,
There's too many.
I mean, I wasn't prepared for this. I
No,
think
it's okay.
by the end of this podcast, I might remember something.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, we'll come back to it. We'll circle back. So you hope to double. Um, so what is, I guess, you know, by doubling, is it the same profit margin? Like, how does it work upscaling in dropshipping? It's just bigger numbers that you're spending on on ads and all that?
Yeah, basically, the more you spend on ads, the more revenue you get, because you can reach more
Okay.
customers.
Okay, right.
Also, like
That
as I
sounds so
said,
simple. Okay, yeah.
so as I said, like I wanna grow horizontally with more brands, but also more countries. So I'll be the more
Okay,
horizontal as possible, like more countries, more brands,
right.
more niche,
Right.
more markets. Because that's my life.
Okay.
I rely 100% on this income, so e-commerce.
Yeah.
So I want to get to the point where it's more and more stable for me, which is already
Yeah, for
is.
sure.
But like, like don't rely on one country, have more countries as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. What's your day-to-day like actually running this business? How much are you outsourcing? How much are you doing yourself, hands-on?
Okay, so all the emails who reply my customers, I have 3 VAs in Philippines. They work for me
Okay,
full time.
awesome.
Reply emails, contact the suppliers. If there's any problem with an order, with
Oh, so they
delay.
even contact suppliers.
Yeah.
So it's not just client-facing, it's the process, it's the whole manufacturing and everything too.
Yeah, if like we need to get quotes, or if the customer receive a problem, product with a problem, so
Mm-hmm.
they talk to supplier send a new one, replacement,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. That
also
saves you so much time.
they give money back to customers as well if they want, if something happens,
Mm-hmm.
or if they want to exchange a product. So I don't do this part of custom service.
Mm-hmm.
As
Yeah,
I said, 3 employees, and I have a
yeah.
guy as well for me in Philippines who he's more like in strategy, like finding new ideas, and then he showed me and I say, okay, I want this, I don't want this, I want this,
Right.
and then
So you're the final decision maker, but then he gives you like a short list of some
yeah,
research products. Okay.
yeah, and then I say, okay, I want this 5 products you showed me, and then he talks to the supplier, get quotes, and after he get the quote, he upload to the website the photos, the description, because now we don't need to have a
Okay.
copywriter anymore with ChatGPT.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's helpful.
So basically, wake up, I analyzed the ads of the last days,
Right.
and I see how I can improve. If which campaigns make me lose money, which campaigns bring more profit.
Right.
So this is something that I do daily, like check the campaigns.
Right. How many hours do you do this every day?
The campaigns probably like 3 hours, because I not only see which ones are going well, but I have to make adjustments.
Yeah, for sure. There's so many variables to tweak, right?
Yeah. And the rest of the day is just trying to have new ideas.
Oh,
Like,
okay. New ideas.
yeah,
So whether it's
new ideas.
marketing strategy or product ideas or branding, it's like very higher order thinking,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
what should I sell next? Which brand should I start next?
Right.
What other competitors are doing? Like, get new ideas.
Yeah.
Basically studying the market.
Yeah. I love that. It sounds almost like you are an entire company, but you are more in terms of you're more managing the direction and marketing strategy, whereas you're outsourcing really the hands and feet to other people.
Yeah, but I will never outsource the ads. Never. I
Oh, the
trust on
ads? Yeah,
I
yeah.
trust only myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think that was actually your secret ingredient, right?
Hmm.
Dropshipping is all about the ads and marketing, as you said. And the thing that set you apart from everyone else who didn't make 10 million is that you're able to really nail down the ads.
Yeah, because like when you have a business 100% online, Like in my case, that I rely on paid traffic. If I post everything today, I don't get money next day.
Yeah, exactly.
So I keep studying as well. I spend some time studying, and I also coach some people. I even have
I
a
can imagine.
wait list, but I get only 4 or 3. I don't want to spend time with this because that was my focus.
Sorry, listeners. I feel like there will be a swarm of listeners after this who's gonna beg you to mentor them. But I'm sorry, guys. This is gonna be exclusive waitlist.
Yeah, people come to me, hi, please teach me. And I was like, sorry, I can't now. And
We could charge them 10,000 an hour.
yeah, and even when I teach, I learn as well. But I'm always learning new things, always learning what's trending, because this social media paid ads, they always change very quick. The marketing,
Right, for sure. The algorithms change, everything changes.
change very quick, very quick.
Okay,
So I'm always
so it's
learning.
education. It's education as well as management.
If you stop learning, like next year, everything you know today change, and it's not the same anymore.
Right. True. Even with just ChatGPT, that has allowed you to open up your outsourcing and your product descriptions and everything, right?
Yeah, and there are always new tools you can learn, new AI tools.
Yeah.
And also, like I have a group of friends from everywhere in the world. We all connect online, and we have like fortnightly meetings, and we discuss what's working for us, what's not working.
Oh, that's
It's
amazing.
important to have people who also have results. So this group I'm part of is only people who has over $100,000 monthly revenue.
Yeah. So it's like business advice on steroids. It's the upper circle. I love that. Okay, so the last bit of every episode would be, what would be your top, I'd say, 1 or 2 pieces of advice for anyone who wants to get into dropshipping?
Okay, so always study the market. See what's in demand, see what's working, how people are marketing, advertising a kind of product, how they are like convincing those customers, because it's different. Understand your persona, your ideal customer.
Right.
Understand how to communicate with them. I think it's one of the most important things. Know who is your audience, like age, what they do, what they like, what is the pain they have, the fear, the desire. Understand your customer, what they want, why, what makes them like think every day before sleep, like what pain, fear, wish, desire.
Right.
Understand your customer.
That's so psychology. Yeah, that's you speaking my language, but then in a different way of using that. Okay, so that's a big lesson. Is there a second piece of advice?
Second piece of advice, as I said, don't rely on one thing. As I have seen, I have been saying this before. Don't rely on only one thing.
Right. Because then if that fails, then
if it's working,
everything's gone.
Don't celebrate success and relax. No, keep researching something else to start. Like, okay, I have
don't settle.
I have this bottle selling. Okay, finally I'm making money of this. Start thinking the next one now. And then when you find the next one, you have 2 plus bringing money. And then don't relax. Find the third one, and the fourth, and the fifth. It's like a cycle. Like endless search for winning products. And then after some time you have like 50 products to bring money. Like, because if you have only one, like you're one step away of the failure.
Yeah, yeah. You may be one bad ad or one bad week of sales away from bankruptcy almost because you're losing money on ads all the time.
Yeah, don't rely on only one. Never.
Okay. Great advice. Awesome. So that's about it, Matheus. That's really good advice, and I'm sure everyone would want to get into knowing more about how you upscale and all that. So we might be back. We'll stay on the scene just to keep track of whether you're doubling your revenue. That would be really fun. Interviewing you again at 20 mil, maybe. That could be a milestone. And there's a little yeah, you might get another Shopify medal by that point.
Yeah, I need to have two now because I have one Shopify award, so I wanna have the second one now.
Okay. For those people who don't know what we're talking about, we'll be posting a picture of Matheus flexing his 2 kilogram award, Shopify award, and that's very impressive. You don't see those every day. So
it's like
thank you so much, Matheus.
Thank for being able to be here and share my experience.
Awesome. Well, we'll catch
You're
you
most
next
welcome.
time. And thank you for your advice. I'll see you around.
Thank you. See ya. Bye then.
Bye.
Bye David.
Thanks for listening to the Business Advice Podcast. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.